Hey everyone, it's your Minion of the East, and welcome to another vlog. This is week 6 of my studying abroad in Japan, and sorry to hear a little background noise. I got the fan going next to me because it's very humid out right now, and I'm trying to cool myself down right now. So if you constantly hear the fan, I apologize again. Just want to keep myself cool for this. Anyway, since it was very uneventful last week when I did my vlog, but a lot has happened since then, and as I brought up in my last vlog, it was Golden Week here in Japan, so I had a week off to explore and check out a couple of nice spots to check out in Japan. So I'll start off for what I did a couple days before the last vlog I did. I don't know if I brought this up or not. I can't remember. I saw Captain America: Civil War, and it was out about a week and a half before America, so I got the chance to see it early. And I even made a review of it on my channel if you're willing to watch. If you're willing to watch it, I have my thoughts on it as well. But anyway, I got to see Captain America: Civil War. I like the movie, and I've saved all my thoughts on it on my separate video. I'll link it into the description below if anybody's interested. Anyway, next part. Alright, after I went to see Civil War that weekend, Monday came around when I did the vlog. So the next day after that, I went to Fukuoka. I went there to check out the area, mostly because when I got to Fukuoka the first week I was in Japan, I heard there was a Pokemon Center. Very specifically, like the Pokemon Center, for those of you who don't know, is a Japanese merchandise store for Pokemon merchandise, and most of this stuff I found there were all, majority of which were plushies, and plushies galore. Like anyone who's gone to a convention will see some of these. Like here, I got a couple of them right here next to me. I bought at the store, and these are just adorable. This little Eevee's is sleeping, and it's just like laying down his belly. And I also got Leafeon. Its ears are a little bit droopy right now. But Leafeon is my favorite of the evolutions, by the way. But I just wanted to show them off because these are like a couple of things I did get. I also got a shirt and a Pikachu plushie as well, but my Pikachu's on my backpack and I don't want to lug my heavy-ass backpack on here for the screen. Alright, but how I got to Fukuoka was I took a bus to the station here in Nagasaki, and I went on the famous bullet trains that are common here in Japan. And I'll tell you this, it goes fast. Compared to where I live near Chicago to take the metro line, it is like almost 5 times faster with the why am I speaking Japanese? The bullet train. And it can get a little fast because the pressure when you go through tunnels or like through the mountains can mess your ears up a bit. So be warned for those who plan on going to Japan and take the bullet trains. It took about 2 hours to get there, but this is going from one end of the big island here in Japan, the southern part of Japan, and going to the other side. And 2 hours is a pretty nice time to considering how fast you're going on the train. So I got to the station, and it was the exact same station I got the first week I was here in Japan. I even located the stores I managed to find when I was here too. But the thing is, this station is connected to like a big mall that's like divided into 3 different sections, all of which have like the most I think I found was 10 floors, and the top floor like to a roof garden, which I didn't get the chance to check because it was raining that day. So, but I did check out around the area. There was many shops for me to see, most of which I didn't want to check out because I wasn't that interested. Like most of like appliances or perfumes and all that. I was checking out like all the merchandise they are having. Well, the first stop I took a place at was, well, the arcade. Much larger than the one here that's close to me here in town. This one has like I think 3 times the area to cover. So, but they have similar arcade machines that are here to me. Like they got the taiko drum machines, they got the arcade, the Pokken tournament. They got a lot of strategy games that I saw. I can't figure out the names, but I'll tell you is that they had like lines for arcades for these machines, and to say that out loud, especially since arcades are pretty much dead in America, you're like saying there are lines for arcade machines. That is saying like, wow, this is like a huge thing that I like about arcade machines. Only one place I know of back home, Galloping Ghost Arcade, almost come close, but they don't have like big lines. I mean, like this is like lines you like see like for roller coaster rides, like at Disney World or Six Flags. These can like have you go so far back that make you think, wow, these games are really popular. And some of these sessions for games can last you like about 15 to 25 minutes tops for some of these games when you dish out all your money to play these games, and you'll be waiting for hours for these kind of games. But other than that, the majority of machines I see are all crane machines. I think I brought up last time. And I'm just telling you, I swear, people like waste so much money. And I'll bring a comparison. Like for some of the arcades you see like back in America, like the majority of like crane machines like you get like for candy or some junk, you get pulling like at most 50 to $1. For the crane machines here in Japan, 100 yen is the equivalent to $1. So you'll be spending almost to 100 to 200 yen. So you'll be almost blowing off $2 for just one play of these crane machines. And some of these crane machines can dish out some good prizes. Like they have like miniatures to like full-blown statues and huge plushies that I can't even fit in the screen here. And you'll be like wasting your money away, which is why arcade machines here in Japan like make big money. So okay, anyway, away from that, they also had a movie theater. Oh yeah, the movie theater I went to see in Civil War was in a mall, and it was on the top floor, which was 8 floors of it, and it also had a Ferris wheel on the outside on the top roof, and that's also incredible. I have pictures of it as well. But now, moving on. The next part of the mall I went to check out was they had a chocolate factory, I believe, which is like a sweets type of place. I think they have chocolate factories back in America, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I've heard of it. It had like some food places I was so familiar with. You can easily get lost here. I mean, this is like huge. If you don't know where you're going, other than the floors you're going on, you could get lost because the basement level for this entire complex, like either elevators could go up to one part or the other of this mall, and you could get lost if you don't know where you're going. And some of the maps don't actually help because it's like in a 2D plane, not 3D, like top view. It's side view of where you're going for these elevators, and you cannot tell for the life of you if you're bad at maps. You're going to get lost. But anyway, the next part I checked was, of course, the Pokemon Center. And it's a really fun place. They even had Pokemon music playing in the entire store. And my God, there was like the arcades, there were lines for the registers just to check out some of this stuff. Other than the plushies, what else I got? They had phone cases, and I got a shirt. It has Eevee on it as well. And they had the Pokken tournament arcade machines there, of course, being Pokemon. They've had some of the movies, DVDs, card games, almost anything you could think of when it comes to Pokemon merchandise. That's not available in America, at least. It wasn't as big as the rest of the stores, but it does make up a lot of the part of the mall that I saw, and I'm happy I found it, at least. I think I might go back later on in the year to get a couple things just to bring back home. Probably a couple souvenirs for my family or friends. But anyway, that was one of the major things I wanted to see in Fukuoka, and it's a fun place. I feel I might go back in the future, but man, round trip tickets for these trains can be expensive. They put a hole in my pocket, being about $50 round trip, and so yeah, only plan on doing is like once or twice. Alright, after my trip to Fukuoka, I took a little break on Wednesday, and Thursday came around, the day before I went back to classes. I climbed up a mountain called Mount Inasa. That was the closest mountain here in Nagasaki, and it's a big tourist place, big tourist attraction, because at the top of the mountain, during nighttime, it gives off its places, the city view at nighttime, is placed in the top 3 of the best night city views in the world. And I got to take pictures of it, and man, was it packed. I should have gone earlier. before it got too dark, because people packed this observatory to the whole top of the mountain, and wind was blowing. It was getting cold out there at nighttime, and you could see far. I think you could see as far as the Battlefield Island, I believe. I think that was called. I can't remember the actual name of it, but I could be wrong. It was getting foggy out as well, because being on the top of the mountain, it was blocking some of the views. But I got good pictures of it, and it was a beauty to see the city at night. With that, you got that huge strip of Nagasaki to see, and you got some of the ocean to cover, and many places to look at. It stretched out so far. It was a breathtaking. The only two ways to get up there was by car, since there's no trail to get up there, and ropeway, which is about $12 round trip, and they leave every 20 minutes. And even the trip up, the trolley is really good, and you got good sights to see, taking pictures of like up the mountain, and it can be very fun. It was a nice sight to see, and I really liked. That's one of the main reasons I like not Japan here right now, is the sights being surrounded by all this mountain and nature. It's a breath of fresh air for me compared to being so much packed in the city and not much interesting stuff to see. And I'm mostly, since I live in Illinois, most of the stuff is like flat plains and Farmville. So there's not much for me to see other than regular urban areas and farm. So this is really breath of fresh air, and with all the architecture and everything. I explained that in the previous video. Anyway, but that was my golden week. I planned to do other things, but I didn't have the time. I was too busy with homework and all that. So that was all my trip during Golden Week. I might do more things here, but it could be busier in the coming weeks. But I'll keep everyone updated if anything changes. But that's my Golden Week here for Japan. And that's it for this vlog. And, well, I think that's it. Anyway, that's it for this vlog. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And if you like this video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below of what you want me to react to next, talk about for a topic for a vlog, give me tips and tricks for my Fire Emblem Let's Play, or for my now new series, ask me to have a recent thoughts on any videos or series I might talk about. So, until then, this has been your Minion in the East. Until next time, take care everyone.